All right, please, I want to give, we're basically out of time here, but I want to give one more person a chance to ask a question, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, yes, I see the gentleman in the far back there.
Tokumoto, I'm a freelance for Japanese magazine. The stories out of Egypt reminds me of what happened in Eastern Europe in 1980s. So do you expect the same course of development in Egypt and in Middle East this time? And do you expect, or do you hope what happened to Ceausescu and Honecker happened to leaders of the Middle East? And second question is, do you think that Egypt and Arab is ready for the American-style democracy? Could you elaborate a bit further?
Okay, sorry. All right, first of all, I'd like to just comment on one thing here, that we all welcome Mr. Walid. Of course, he's a great representative of our country, and all the embassy members are very great people. All the diplomats all around the world is part of the Egyptian population. We all share the same dreams. We all suffered in different different levels from some difficulties in our country. And I believe every country has its problems. The only thing is that we should always try to make it better. And we are not seeking to have, answering the question, we are not seeking to have American-style democracy or a Japanese-style democracy. We are seeking democracy. And of course, democracy, when you apply it in every country, it will be a little bit, there will be a little bit different between every country because of social differences. But at the end of the day, there are basics that people share, which is basically you cannot cheat elections. People have the right to be a candidate, and people have the right to elect who they want to elect, not what you want them to elect. You cannot be living in a country where everybody is appointed. The deans of universities are appointed, the head of the religious bodies are appointed, the head of the governors are appointed. Everybody is appointed. It's very centralized, and nobody would basically feel that he's working for the people. He is working only for the person who appointed him. And that's why we had all these problems in Egypt, because it's very centralized, and everybody, if someone leading a national team for football, when he stands and talk, he's going to say, based on the instructions of the head of the state, I've been doing this and this. So it's basically, everybody works for the people as a responsible in any position, that he should feel that he's working for the people. He's not working for the person above him, whoever this person is. He's working for the Egyptian people or the Arab people. We also think that of course the Arab regimes are not all the same. We have some countries are more like royal, and some others are basic Republican, and we also have some of these countries have a little bit of democracy, and some others have no margin at all, and some of them have some kind of tribal effect still. So it just, whatever the people choose for themselves, if they choose they want to have a tribal system, but the people choose to have a tribal system, then that's their choice. But if the people choose to have a democratic system, and the people choose to have elections and free elections, and they want to have a Republican regime or whatever regime, constitutional regime or parliamentary regime or parliamentary presidential regime, then it's all based on the people's choice, respecting all the majorities and the minorities in the country with civil rights complete and full for everyone, regardless of their color or race or religion. This is what we believe in, and this is what should be everywhere. So we are not from a different planet. We are in the same planet. We're all human beings. What you believe in, we believe in, and what you have now in Japan or in the U.S. or any democratic country, we hope to have the same thing, and this is our aspiration, and that's why these people are dying for. We don't hope actually that President Mubarak even get out of presidency without honor. He's still one of the leaders of one of our great battles. We have respect for him. It's just different being a politician for 30 years and being a major in a battle. A major in a battle with all the respect that you won, and being even the president for a while, and that you did your best. There's always a role for someone else to play, and when basically there is a rotation of power, of political power, then people always try to excel. People always try to prove themselves. But when you stay in power for a very long time, when you have all your aid and support, and are the same people for a very long time, people stop to excel and stop to work hard. That's.
Okay. Well, basically, we're pretty much out of time here, I think we're pretty much out of time. But if you want to stick around and talk to people more, of course,